Hey guys, happy Sunday. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey, I really appreciate you. Guys, while I'm editing those vlogs, I promised you, I just wanted to do plant tour. I'll show you some of my plants, especially some of my exotic plants, because some of them are going forward to be not looking so nice when winter comes. And I don't have a niche, so in here I talk about everything. And today I just felt like I wanted to share some of my plants, and that's what I'm gonna do. I don't have a niche. I don't focus so much on what I talk about. I talk about my life, and yeah, so I'm going to show you some of my plants. I may not show you all of them. I might show you some of those more tropical plants, the ones that are not going to be looking so nice when winter comes. Maybe I'll show you what I have. One of the plants I have here is anthurium, and I'm so proud of it because I think 3 months ago it had only one leaf, and it has just been giving me some beautiful leaves. And you can see that it looks so nice. But if you're not a plant mom, a plant person, some of these plants, you know, they like high humidity. And why they are looking so fabulous right now, because it's summertime and the humidity goes a little bit up. So I don't know how they're going to be looking during winter time. They might be looking sad, and sometimes I just like cut off the leaves and let them be, and then when the weather becomes good, they start giving me flowers, leaves. But if I was in a place where I had this humidity like 60, maybe 50% all the time, these leaves will just keep on growing. Look how big this leaf is. And this small one might also turn big. So yeah, it has 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves, you know. And yeah, there are some people who are really good at this kind of plants, and you see they become like crispy here if they don't get the right water. You know, you have to keep on with the right water, the right temperature, the right humidity, the right everything. So this is one of them. How fabulous is that, guys? I can't remember what this kind of anthurium this one is, but I think it's one of those easy anthuriums. If you find anthuriums in your local market, local shop, it's probably going to be one of these. And another one I have here, this is a peace lily, and peace lily, like my granddaughter is called Lily, but these peace lilies, they're sometimes they feel like they're easy and sometimes they don't feel like they're easy. But this is a variegated peace lily. It's not your typical peace lily. You can see it has some white spots. Normally the peace lilies are just green, and I hear people saying like peace lilies are not peace lily at all. This one was growing well in lechuza pond, which is some kind of stones you can buy, and it was doing so well, but it has overgrown the glass. It was just in those stones, and it had overgrown the glass, and then I removed it and I put in soil, and it was not happy, and I put in water, and it was growing in water. If you have a peace lily and you're like, I don't know what to do with this peace lily, just put it in water. Just get a jug of water, put it in, and it will be happy. But I ended up putting it in a self-watering pot, because I think that's what happens with the peace lily. They dry out, then they get sad, and then you give them water, and then they get brown and everything. So I put it in this self-watering pot, and it's been doing so well. It has a little bit of a flower there. I don't mind. I don't care so much about the flowers. Some people want their peace lilies to flower. But yeah, peace lily is like, I will say, like, if 5 stars is for difficult plants, I think I'll give it like a 3. Yeah, this is a variegated peace lily. I had the green one. I threw it out. It was giving me headache. Oh, and here is another anthurium, but you can see this one looks more greenish. The other one was actually having more darker leaves, and this one is having more green leaves. Guys, I can't tell you if this is also big. I can't tell you if there's a difference because I don't have this. When I bought it, just said anthurium. It did not tell me which kind of anthurium it is. But yeah, this is another anthurium, and it also had 4 leaves, and I think this is the biggest one. Yeah, look, that's how big it is. Oh, I am so proud of myself, guys. I think also I have put in so much effort in the plants. I think before I was just giving my plants water, just water. I never like fed them with anything. I just gave them water, and that was it. And I think that's why my plants were not doing so well. But right now, every time I water them, I feed them, you know. I give them magnesium, I think. I give them silicone, stuff like that, you know. You do your research, and yeah, you have to feed especially anthuriums. They want to be fed. Yes, and let's go to some alocasia. Alocasias are the most difficult plants. Everybody who has plants, they know like alocasias. If you can grow alocasias, you are something, you know. And my alocasias, I think I've had them many times and they die. And I don't buy so many plants anymore, but with alocasias I think of them like a bouquet of flowers, because I love them so much. And I always tell them, if I buy an alocasia of 125 Danish krona, or maybe 2, sometimes I buy one, I divide it and make 2. But if I buy an alocasia of 120 kronas, that's cheaper than a bouquet for 250, which I'm gonna throw away. The only expense about the plant is like I have to take care of it, but I love caring for plants. So let me show you some of my alocasias. Here is this one. This used to be very rare, but these days it's not so very rare. And I think this is called the Friday variegated, I think. I'll find the real name. And the beautiful thing about this alocasia here, it seems like all the leaves don't look the same. Look at this leaf here, okay? And then look at this. Oh, I think these two look almost the same, but not exactly. It just seems like each leaf has their own. Yeah, for example, look at this one. This one here looks different. And yeah, there's another one here I can show you. Look at that. I like this one. This looks so different. I would like for this one to be so big, because the rest of them, they have almost the same. Yeah, there's another one here. Look at that. Yeah. And guys, some people saying, oh, you cannot plant plants you cannot plant a plant in something without a hole underneath. These are growing in no drainage, but I have taught myself how to have plants in no drainage. There is no hole in here, but as you can see, this needs water. So I always fill up. I put some clay balls underneath, and then I put the soil. So I put the water in here. This helps me also when I'm going on vacation. I can fill up the water there, and that water, if it's not so hot, it can stay there for a week. And the roots, you can see the roots, they just take the water up to the plant. Look how beautiful is that. No drainage. So people always like saying, no, you cannot plant plants in no drainage. Yes, you can. You just have to know how to do it. Oh, I think this will be the thumbnail. Let me do the thumbnail. Yeah, I think when I got this plant here, let me show you again. When I got this plant here, I was like, I would like to play around with the shoes Japon, because they say they love the shoes Japon a lot. So I divided it into 2. Actually, I divided it into 2, and then one small plant fell off, which has become into another small plant over there. And I made 2, and one is in Le Shoes Japon. And let me show you. This is another one I have, and this is in Le Shoes Japon, also in a no drainage. I have a cover pot, so you don't see this ugly whatever. So I have these 2. If I had planted them in one pot, they would be so big like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I am so proud of myself because I was not successful with these plants all the time. Yeah, like I was saying, it had not been going very well with those plants, and but I've been feeding them. I've been like feeding them every time I water them. You know, like when I was on holiday, I'm thinking like my plants, I prep them when we are going on holiday, clean the leaves, spray them, make sure everything is fine before we go on holiday. And let me show you the other fried egg. Whew, this is the other fried egg again. This one, they used to be very, very rare. Why is it wet? This one, they used to be very, very rare, but not anymore. You can find them like very cheaply. But again, if you don't know how to take care of them, they're going to be expensive. You just keep on buying and buying. Look at that leaf. I think this is the biggest one. Let me see how. There. You can see how big the leaf is. It's so beautiful. But yeah, and also you have to be keeping an eye on pests, you know. Pests, they love this and this. But I have been lucky. And you know why I've been lucky? I first of all, I put on some of these nematodas. I think they're called, like, it's like live animal, like these ones, they like keep away some of the pests, like spider mites, but you have to buy different one. This one was, I think, for spider mites, and I haven't had spider mites. But one thing also I do is every time I water my plants, I take them to the sink and I wash them, because I see this one lady, she has a lot of nice, beautiful plants. She said, no, I gave up on sprays and all that. Because the plants, they might get immune, and then you have to try something else. So she said, I just clean them. I clean the leaves, and that's what I've been doing. Every time I'm watering, I take the plant to the sink and I water, and I clean them with water. So it has been going actually very well, and I've not had any problem. So this is the one, and I think I also divided it, and I made an extra one which has not been doing so well, but this has been doing so well. Yeah. Oh, and also it's also in no drainage. There is no hole. They need water already. I think I gave them water yesterday. That's so weird. They're drinking water like crazy. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah. And the next plant is one of the most difficult, alocasia, and I'm so proud. Like, I've had this the whole summer. It's been growing, it's been doing so well. And this is called the Alocasia Jacqueline. Alocasia Jacqueline is the most difficult alocasia. It's almost impossible. I think some people, they bring it home and they have it for 1 week, and then they unalive it. I have had it so long time, and I had got one to experiment with the Lechuza pond, but it was my fault. I think I gave it too much water and it passed away. So here, and this, I don't know, like, it's not even so beautiful, but a lot of people, they love this Alocasia Jacqueline, and some people, they say, like, when they have it, they only have like one leaf, you know, they can't keep it full with leaves. I don't think I've lost any leaves. This one looks sad. I don't know why. It's kind of yellow. I hope it is sick. But I have 1, 2, 3, 5 leaves. Yeah, I have 5 leaves. I'm so proud because, like I said, most people, they say they only have one leaf, but it has gotten the long legs. I don't know, like, I have put them close to the light. I don't know. They're standing near the window. Maybe I need to change the window because, good Lord, this has become so long, the legs. And actually, I have 2. The funny thing, the other one is not it is not getting long legs. So weird. And also, this is also in no drainage. I can't believe they already need water. I watered them yesterday, didn't I? Yeah. This is also in no drainage. See, all my alocasias are in no drainage because the alocasias, they like to stay a little bit not damp, not like wet, but damp. You know, like they like to stay a little bit wet. They don't want to be dry at all. And here is the other one, which is, I don't know, it's not getting the long legs. I don't understand. I don't understand why the other one is getting those long legs. And as you can see, I have so many leaves on it. And again, I have had people say they cannot have more than 2 or 1 leaf on their Locatia Jacqueline. But I have managed, but you can also see how sometimes the babies, they suffer. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 leaves and 1 on the way. But I don't know how they're going to be during the winter time. I bought an IKEA cabinet, but they're too tall. So I need to figure out if I can do anything to put them in those IKEA cabinets, because they can have a lot of humidity in there. And this one is in a self-watering pot, plastic pot. I got this. I actually like them. You put the water in there and the water goes up there, and the plant just pulls the water it needs. But it works better when the plant has gotten roots down to the water. Before the plant has gotten roots down to the water, I think you have to water from top. But after that, I just water from the bottom. And yeah, these catch those black flies that always like laying eggs in the plants. So Alocasia Jacqueline, if you have never had plants, you have never had Alocasia, don't bother. Even if you find it cheap, don't bother with Alocasia Jacqueline. You won't have it for even a week, and it will be, try with the other Alocasias. They're a little bit easier, but I think you need to study how to take care of them, you know. They want light, they want humidity, yeah. But I think I don't know what I've done. The one thing I think I've changed a lot is feeding them and giving them the right water. I don't overwater them. I make sure like I put the water down, so it's coming from down here, and I don't like pour the water directly there. I don't know, guys, I can't tell you what I've done, but this year I have been so successful with my Alocasias. By the way, guys, you don't think, I don't want you to think like I have the pots just like this. I have cover pots. For example, this one, I have cover pots for them. So this is how all the other plants I showed you, they have cover pots. So guys, we've moved a little bit further. I'm not showing you the whole house because I'm in the middle of a deep cleaning. We have been on vacation. So this was like a little bit of my break, and I thought I would make this video. So the house is not a mess, but yeah, I'm deep cleaning the kitchen. And I want to show you this. This is a philodendron. I can't remember what exactly philodendron is, which philodendron is, but it's this kind of philodendron that crawls, and that's why I had to give it this pot, because it grows that way. And I think I'm just going to be cutting it. I can't keep on buying a pot that's going to be bigger than this, and they're expensive because there's not so many plants that grow that way. But this is a philodendron, and it was growing so big, so I had to cut it, and I made a new one over there, which is not looking so well. This one is not looking so well also, because I think I disturbed the roots very much. Seems like it's dry. Are you dry? Oh, I think you need water. Yeah, I think I'm going to give it water. But this is a philodendron, and it has big leaves. And, you know, some people, they can really, really get this to grow huge leaves, you know. But this one crawls. If those ones that go up, they can become so big. But I don't want plants that are getting so huge, because we have a big house, but the way the corners are made, you know, I always feel like the plants, they come in the way. You put a plant somewhere and then you're walking by and it's touching you. No, I don't want that. I want plants that are going up, and like Alocasias, they grow a little bit going up. They bend a little bit, but they're not bending like too much like that. And I'll show you another anthurium. This is Anthurium Queen something. I'll find the name and I'll show you. I can't remember. This is Anthurium. It also has a big leaf. You can see how big it is. This also came with 2 leaves, I think. And now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This small new leaf it gave me while we are on vacation. That's the new leaf came while we were on vacation. And yeah, this one can handle not having a lot of all anthuriums, they can handle, well, some anthuriums, they can handle not having high humidity. But yeah, they like high humidity. If you give them high humidity, if you leave, like, let's say, I think there was somebody who asked me, Emil, how do you keep those plants? I think she was asking in the garden. And I think I think it's that lady I met, Margaret, in Spain. And I think it's because it's very hot maybe in Spain. But Margaret, you live in Spain, and I have a feeling like when I was in, at least the part of Spain we were on holiday this one of the week, the humidity was high. So I saw they had alocasias just, almost outside. So if you want some plants, if you can find a place where you can buy alocasia, these they will definitely do well in your home in Spain. During the summertime also, because I think that your humidity is very, very nice and high, but I don't think the humidity stays also very high during winter time. But it's still not as low as here, because we are going all the way in -15, -20. This is an anthurium. So guys, here is another plant. This is a Syngonium. Let me see. Syngonium chiapense variegata. I kept that name because, yeah, I'm not a plant. This channel is not about plants. I don't keep the names, but yeah, sometimes you can just look the picture, and if I say the name, just go and look for the names, and these plants, they will come up. This is a Syngonium. It's not so old, but it seems like it's an okay, easy plant, because ever since I got them, it has just been growing. It had, I think, 2 leaves when I got it. It had 2 leaves when I got it, and it has I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one is coming. And it's variegated. You want to ask me, what does variegated mean? Yeah, it means like it has different colors, as you can see. It has different variegations in its leaves, and it's in this pot. And yeah, that is a Syngonium. And Syngonium, they come actually in different types. And let me show you the other Syngoniums I have. So guys, here are some of the Syngoniums I have. This is called the Syngonium scrambled eggs, and it's giving me headache. But I think sometimes these plants, it's not the plant's fault, it's us who are making the problems. I think I gave it too much water before we went on vacation. Actually, I think before we went to Spain, I gave it water, and I came home and I took out the water, and the plant is still wet. So, and I like using a transparent pot, so I can see what is going on, if the roots are rotting, so that's why I like using this transparent pot, but I always have a cover. So I hope it survives. Otherwise, I think I'm going to try and propagate it also. If you don't know what it means, propagating is like making a new plant. I can just cut it over here and make a new plant. But I think I gave it too much water, because this can be either too much water, overwatering, underwatering, too much sun. So it cannot be too much sun. Humidity, it was in a care plant thing there. So it was getting okay humidity, but yeah, my goodness Lord, it's giving me headache, honestly. So I hope the new leaves, they don't get like this. But this is Syngonium scrambled eggs, as you can see. That's how it looks like. And I think there's one which is a little bit more darker leaves, like that. Oh, girl, you're giving me headache. I am not liking you. And this one, no, this is not a Syngonium. It might be a Syngonium, but it looks like, I can't remember the name. It might be a Syngonium, might not be a Syngonium. I'll see if I can find the name, and I will leave it over here. This is not easy either. You can see they're all like, oh my goodness Lord. Yeah, they have water, they have everything, and they're giving me pain in the, we'll see. And but here is one for you guys who are not plant mamas. This one should be a bit easier. I put it in a self-watering pot. This is how it looks like. If you go in your local supermarkets, anywhere, you can find this anywhere. I just want to grow it like a bushy, you know, like a big bushy little plant. So this is cute, and this should be a little bit easy. So if you find this one, you should get it. It's not difficult. And I think this is called Syngonium something pink. This also should be able to be found in your local. Not always, but yeah, sometimes they are there. You know, it has beautiful colors. Some only pink, variegation there, and some that look more green. You know, it's like half different. I like it. It has like each leaf seems to be living its own life. You know, and some with more. Look, yeah. So this is also Syngonium, and yeah, if you find this should be not so difficult. This is also in a self-watering pot. So guys, here I have another plant. I cannot remember the name. I don't know if it's some kind of a rubber plant, but I'll see if I can find the name. And I actually have a taller one, no, a bigger tree that I have had for a long time. Actually, a long time. I wonder if I've had that plant even before I met my husband. Yeah, I think so. But this is a baby plant of that plant. I'll show it to you over there. And this is, you look at it, this is a very easy plant. If you don't know how to take care of plants and you want a plant that doesn't grow like wide, like, you know, I told you I want plants that grow going up. This is it. This just grows going up and up and up. Very nice plant. Very good for beginners. I have had it like the old one. I've had it in Jan's office, and sometimes I forgot about watering it, and that plant just survived. Yes. And like I was telling you guys, sometimes if you are that kind of person who doesn't want to deal with soil and everything, some plants they can grow in water. This is growing in water. I had, I think, 7 plants growing in water, but yesterday I put some of them in soil. But I left this in water. You can just leave the plant in water. This is very disorganized because I'm cleaning this, and yeah, I don't think there's so much here to show you. I have these hanging ones. These are beautiful for hanging. If you like hanging, I don't have so many places to hang. This is such a modern new house. I haven't been able to hang plants. I don't feel like they fit in hanging. I need to find a good spot, but I don't know. I did something to this. I don't know if I gave it too much water. It was big, you know, it was so long and big, but I had to replant it yesterday, and I lost a lot of it. It was black in here, and I think I'm going to write to one of those plant places you can ask questions, and I ask what I did wrong. I have a feeling like I gave it too much water, but I have started falling in love in hanging plants. And yeah, this is a bit disorganized, guys, like I said, because I'm cleaning this place. And there's also this, oh, what are these ones called? They are called, what are they called? Oh, I'm going to remember the name. These ones, there are so many types, but some of them, they sell them in the shops, and you can never, fan, yeah, they're called fan. I think they're called fans. Yeah, a lot of them you cannot be bothered. But this one, I can't even remember the name of this one. This one is growing so nice and beautiful. But I have had some of them. I have tried, and I could not get them to grow. And then suddenly I saw these plant gurus. They were saying the same thing. I was like, okay, there was not something wrong with me. I could not get that fan to grow. But this one, oh gosh, guys, it looks like it has even different leaves. This leaf, I don't know if it's the baby, how it looks a little bit thin, and some of them look thick, but it's very nice. So this one is easy. We probably have to ask in the shop for easy fan. Yeah. And I have this plant. I cannot remember the name of this plant, but it's very common. Oh God, it needs water. It's very common. I don't know how many times I have bought these ones. Like I always get them like tiny. This was like this size. I always get them tiny, like for 7 krona, and I plant them and they get big and big and big. And sometimes they get so big I don't have a pot for them. I just throw them out and then just buy a new one and I start over again. They have like thorns, so you cannot just go and yeah, but they're so beautiful and so easy. This is a very, very easy plant, guys. I hope you can see that. I can't remember the name, but it's so easy plant, this one. Very easy. If you are a starter, get yourself this one. It's very forgiving. If you forget to water it, it's very, very forgiving. Yeah. I have this plant. I don't know what it is. It drinks a lot of water. I can't remember. I don't know what is his name. I need to be keeping those names. But this is thirsty. Easy, easy, easy. Very easy. But it's very, very, very thirsty plant. God, I feel so bad, guys, that I don't know some of the names of these plants. I'll try see if I can find them. It probably, I don't think it's a fan. But it's easy plant, but it drinks a lot of water. I always have to give it, like, I have to have water down here. But the roots are not long enough to pull up the water itself. So, can't believe these plants. I gave them water yesterday. One, I also can't remember, but I'm going to try to find the names, guys. And I'll write the names down, because for you, my plant ladies, or you who want to buy plants, but you're like me, I want plants, but I don't have green fingers, I will try to write down the names, because I feel like this is also easy and it's very, very forgiving if you forget to water it. But guys, if you go in the plant center, you can always look, you know, take the screen pictures of the plants and you can always see them. This is very easy. This one is one also of those plants. I always buy them like tiny plants. There are some plants in the house, I always buy them like babies. I love buying plants from babies. I never buy plants like big. I buy them from tiny plants, and I enjoy seeing how big they become. This is washing me out, but we're going to have to do it. Here is another Anthurium King. I showed you the Anthurium Queen there, and this is the Anthurium King. And the leaf is supposed to become big, but it's growing very slow. It's growing very slow. It's given me a new leaf, but the new leaf looks like it's been attacked by some kind of pest. It's very, very soft, and the pests, they like soft leaves, so you have to keep an eye. But I keep an eye, I keep on washing the leaves and everything. So this should become huge. I hope it does. So that's an Anthurium. And for example, this one, I don't know the name, but I got them from, when I got it, it was like tiny plant like this one. And look how big it has become. Yeah, because like this one, it's a tiny tree. But you have seen them in plant centers, or like huge trees. So I got it like a tiny tree, a tiny plant, and I hope one day it's going to be like into a big tree, and I'll be so proud. But sometimes they become so big, I don't even remember, like they were so small. I got this tree. This one can also become very, very big. And I have another one which is just plain green, but this one is variegated, and I think it's beautiful. Have you noticed I like variegated plants? Because I love green plants, but sometimes they become very boring. So, yeah, this is going to be a big tree, to grow up to be a big. Oh, and I have it in my. I'm forgetting to tell you guys about some of the pots. This is a pre-loved. I bought it pre-loved. I don't like to spend money on pots, so I always go to my local pusher here of plant of second-hand shop. They always open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I always go there. And so most of these I get them like maybe for 5 Danish krona, something like that. So beautiful, handmade. Can show you another pot. I like the pots, are so beautiful. This pot is also pre-loved, and I have this tree. I don't know the name of the tree, but I just wanted to show you the pot in there. Oof, and I can show you my mama. You can see my mom. That's my mom. I think she must have been like 30 something. I miss her so much. I miss my mama so much. Every time I have my grandkids, I always wonder what she would have thought having great grandchildren. You know, what she would thought, that lady. She would have been so proud. My God, she would have been so proud. Yes, and something else I was going to say, I like when I'm buying pots, if I'm not buying them secondhand, I like buying them in pairs. So I have pear. It's good for the aesthetics. This is Algomenia they're called. I think they're called Algomenia. I think they're called, but I'll try to find their exact name and I'll put it here. These ones, they're easy care. They come in different colors, and they're very easy. You can even plant them in water. Let me show you all the Algomeniums I have. I have this one in red. And I have a baby Algomenia. I don't know if it's the same like the other one. Seems like it might be the same, but look, this has more variegation there compared to the other. I have another Algomenia. You see, I buy them like babies. I think I used to get these like 4 for 50 or 5 for 50, something like that. And these are gonna grow big. I already have one which has grown so big. When I got it, was this tiny. Now it's huge plant. Algomenia, very easy plants. Yeah, and I'm filming. And another Algomenia. It might be probably, I put 2. Yeah, I put 2 of these in here. It's going to grow and be big, you know. And like I said, I have plants in same family. If I buy them from new, of course. Sometimes I've been like, I've actually found pre-loved pots. One I found it in another shop, and the other I found it in another shop. I was like, I think I have a pot like that, and I got, and they were the same color. And I have this plant here. I can't remember what it's called. A very easy plant. I have one in the bathroom. It's long, and it's sitting in a bathroom in the corner. There's not so much light, and it's still surviving. I can't believe it, and giving me red beautiful flowers, the one in the bathroom. So this is another easy plant. God, I hope I can find the names of these plants so I can tell you the names of the plants. I'm not going to show you everything here, otherwise we're going to be here the whole day. Let's go over there and I can show you what I have over there. Yeah, if you're new here, that's me. That is me. Let me see, why is this? Yeah, when we were building our home, we had somebody coming to paint the house, and she saw a painting from Uganda, and she was saying, oh, is that you? I said, no, that's not me, but I would like for somebody to paint me. She said, I'm a painter. I was like, are you a painter? She said, yeah. And I said, show me your work. She showed me her work. I sent her a photo. This photo was taken the first day I visited my husband. The first day I went to his home, he took that photo of me, and that's what the lady painted. She's really good, and I hope maybe one day she can make paintings of the grandchildren. But here we have the IKEA cabinets. People used to, if you don't have so much humidity, you put the plants in here, and I'll show you some of the plants I have in here. I have another alocasia. This is alocasia. Oh, what is this? This is a very easy alocasia, and people say it's not so, it likes humidity, but it's not going to give you a lot of problems. And I noticed that, like, I feel like it's very easy alocasia. I'll find the name and put it over here. And if you want to get an alocasia which is not so difficult and it grows very nicely, this is the one. And I showed you guys when I was dividing the other alocasia, there was one tiny plant that fell on the side. I could not believe like it will grow. I took it and I put it in here. I think there was just roots left. I put it in here, and it's growing. Yeah. Yeah. And here is another, the alocasia like the other one, but this is variegated. It's a baby. It's variegated, and I have it in this. I got this in Bornholm. I got 2. I think you can use them for candles. You can use them for whatever you want. Right now I'm putting in these alocasias, but not for long. They're just in here because they're babies, and if they get big, they're going different places. But I have 2 of them. And another one is here with this small, I don't know what this plant is, but it's in here. I think it's, I I don't know what it is, but it's a plant with tiny, 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 tiny leaves. Yeah. What do we have here? Here we have another anthurium. This one of the common ones again. I have two. The leaves, they don't get so huge. You can see compared to the other ones. And yeah, this should be a little bit easy. I think if you go in your supermarket or you buy food or IKEA or whatever and you find an anthurium, better believe it's one of these ones. It's not, because some of them, they are like very expensive, but these are cheap and very common. Some of them are very expensive and not so common, so you're not going to find them. But if you find any anthurium, you know it's going to be any of these ones that I've showed you. This is in a beautiful pot, and I'll show you like this, planted in some kind of stones. So this is, oh Lord, this is not in soil. Some of my plants are not in soil, so you can see it's not in soil. It's this kind of, I don't know what they're called, but it's like stones, different stones that are mixed together, rocks, you know, volcano rock or something like that, and then it's surviving. This one I'm going to have to find the name. I heard that this one can give you one leaf per 2 months. It grows very, very slowly. So as soon as it grows nicely and brings some more leaves and whatever, I'll propagate it and sell it. And that's the thing with some of these plants. You can sell them and then, oh, what's that? That was weird. You can sell them and then it's like you got the plant for free, if you can say like that. So if you have bought the plant for 100 krona and then you sell it for 50, then it's going to seem like you have paid for 50. But you can't do that with all plants. You can do it with rare plants. Like this is a bit over rare. It's not so common. I'm going to find the name and I'll put it up somewhere. Guys. Oh, and here is another easy alocasia. I'm going to find the name and I'm going to tell you which alocasia is, and it grows nicely and big, and it's one of those alocasias that don't grow long like the other ones. They're growing long and whatever. This is going to be nice. It can stay in the cabin for long, and yeah. And these alocasias, they give you, you know, like in Uganda, if you're Ugandan African, you know yams, they have something in the soil that looks like small yams, and you can take those yams and make a new plant. So if they start dying and everything and you have those small yams, you can just take them up and make new plants. And but this is the alocasia. Very, very beautiful, very, very, no, not easy, but it's one of the easiest ones, yeah. It's one of the easiest ones. The leaves are not so huge and it's very, very thick. So the pets, they will not chew through it. Yeah. Oh, Mama Millie, I'm tired. I need a drink. Oh. And here is another anthurium, a very difficult anthurium. If you can grow this anthurium, oh my God, it looks so big. These leaves, they can, I said, what do they say? Like can grow like 1/2 meter or something. They can grow long. I'll try to see if I can find a picture and show you how long they can be. But it's a very difficult one. People are saying it's a very difficult one. I had two and I had to throw the other one away because it looked so bad. And I was like, I don't want to care for two difficult plants. So I have this one. I'm going to try and see if I can really care for it and it can give me a good plant. But this is an anthurium, I think queen. I think it's called a queen wendelide or something like that. My God, I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling hot. Anything interesting here? Nah. And here is another difficult, almost impossible plant. It's oh, I know, guys, I'm so tired. It's my menopause brain. Sometimes I remember that name, sometimes I don't. But this is a very, very difficult plant. And I know I've already killed one. And I'm trying out again. Christ, why am I forgetting? This grows like out in the jungle, you know. And they're saying instead of giving leaves, sometimes it gives you this. But they say you can cut these ones, put them in soil or propagate them, and then you get new leaves, and that's what I'm going to do. I'll propagate this so I can put in so the plant can become big. But this, I know plant gurus say this is not easy, and I've been keeping it for some time. It came with, I think, 3 leaves, and now it has given me 3 leaves. But some people will say, I know some guy from not Germany, Nigeria, he's a plant papa too, and he was saying, I don't understand what people like about this plant. It's so ugly. Yeah, I think the plant is ugly, but it's fascinating to see plant growing with holes. Yeah. There is more space to put in more plants in here. Not plants I buy, but from out there to put them in here. So if I have more plants, that humidity, I'm going to fill this place. Let's go over here and see what we have. How can we do it so we have good light? We'll try over there. I have this grass. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's from Thailand. Looks like a plant that's in Thailand, or maybe even in Uganda. Some of them are very tropical. I divided it and I put one of them in the water there, like I said. But it has a very beautiful green. You can see. It's in a self-watering pot. And guys, I'm trying to put a lot of my plants in self-watering pots because I don't want to deal with the watering and all that. So I want to keep my plants, but I want them to be easy, the ones I have. Like I said, I'm not adding many plants. Once in a while, I'm going to be buying a plant, but if I buy a plant, it's going to be a special plant. And yeah, because I have a lot of plain plants. And yeah, another algominia, I think. Algominia, what are they called? Algominia. This one, it will probably grow to be huge. Yeah, I think this is growing in straw. No, it's growing in soil. Yeah, I don't understand. I feel like I gave these plants water yesterday. Christ. Oh, yeah. And this is a potho. No, it's not a potho. It's some kind of philodendron. Or maybe there's 2 of them. I think there's 2 of them. One, I think this is a philodendron. I will leave the right name. It's either philodendron or potho. They should be a little bit easy, but sometimes they can be acting out weird. Plain simple. I like this for, they can crawl, or you can put them on a pole and then they'll grow big leaves. I have this plant. I can't remember what it's called, but I have a feeling I have a huge plant because I got a okay size plant and it grew so big, and I always wonder if they're in the same family. Actually, I don't think so. It's over there. I think I'll take it over there and I'll show you. Let me put here. No, I don't think it's the same. The other one has thick leaves. So I don't know which one this one is, but it looks like algominia. Algominia. I hope I'm saying the name right. For those plants I was saying, I have 2 of them. They're in the same family. Try to see if I can find the name. But these are the kind of plants that in the winter time they're going to go to sleep. And you have to wake them up in spring. I don't want to deal with plants like that, but I thought this was beautiful. The beautiful alocasia. And it's very thick, very small. This is another kind that it doesn't grow so big, but I used to love it so much, but I don't care so much for it, but it's here. And it's in a self-watering plant that this one, if it goes down, it means it needs water. Okay, let's go in the entrance and I can show you what I have there. Oh, I have this hanging plant. I can't remember what the name. Oh my God, did I remove the name? That's weird. This is a beautiful hanging plant, like I told you guys. It's a very popular one, this one. So I'm very, very careful not to ruin it. But some people were saying like it's really, there is a pest, I can't remember, it's a white pest, like it really loves this plant, so I have to keep an eye on it and care for it, because somebody said, yeah, those pests, they really, really like that plant. So I need to keep an eye on it, so I will, and I'll treat it, but it's very, very nice. Yeah. So guys, this is the girl I was talking about when the painter came in this home and she was going to paint. I don't know, I think the paint was already on the wall and we needed her to do some painting in some corners. And then she saw this lady and she said, "Oh, is that you, Millie?" Because I was wearing my head wrap. I said, "No, it's not me." So she painted me after seeing this one. And here is a rubber plant. Oh, it's dropping. No, don't drop. Here is a rubber plant. It was very, very, very tall and I had to cut it. And when you cut a rubber plant, where you cut it, it starts growing out like that. So if you want your rubber plant to grow huge, you just cut it, and the place where you cut it, it just starts growing a stem. So it was not looking nice. It was actually looking so sick, but it's looking much better now. But like I said, I don't think I've been treating my plants very well. I have not been feeding them at all. All I was doing was giving them water. I cannot even believe, like my plants, they were looking so nice because I wasn't caring for them. But I am now. I give them food. I give them food. Oh my God, Jan. I'm filming and I'm tired. Okay. I'm filming and I'm tired. Come and help me. No, we are almost done. And here we have what is it? The Monstera. I'll try to find the name. This is a Monstera. You see? Ooh, see how big they look? It's not even big. They can become so big, you know. And yeah, this is looking good because sometimes they all get these brownings, and it's been doing well. And some people said, again, it's the watering. If you're not good with the watering, the lighting, and but there's something else people are saying, to give them silica, that it helps with that. And most plants that have variegated, that is good to give them silica, and I do give them silica. And this is doing nice, and I need to put on a pole because it's just gonna keep on growing like that. So I have to put a pole behind here, so it just keeps on growing up. And it's here in our entry, and it's looking out there and getting all the light it needs. Yes, I'm speaking Italian. No. And here is that plant I was talking about, the one I said you just need, like I said, I think I had this plant before I met my husband. That's what I'm telling myself. So it's an old plant. And if you want it to grow like this, you can just break something off, and then you break a leaf or something, then it grows. So see, it's growing upwards. I need to, yeah, and I think one of the days we need to fix it so it can stand even more straight. Yeah. So I like this kind of plant. Actually, it's growing upwards, and yeah. Oh, and now I have this one. I have tried this plant very many times. It still gives me trouble. It's a palm. You know, it's my neighbor actually, who is not even having green fingers. She has in a non-drainage, like a pot without hose, and it's doing well. It was so huge and it was in a small pot, but this loves a lot of, oh, wow, there's a hole. This loves water. Why is this doing that? There's a hole, something. Yeah. So this is here. Palm. I would not tell you to go and get the palm because I feel like it's not an easy plant. But I can tell you to go and get yourself a snake plant. Snake plant is easy. I can see my battery is almost dying. So snake plant, I have many snake plants around the house, and they are very easy. I always just cut it, make new plant, cut it, make new plant, whatever. Cut them, put them in water. If you're a new mama and you want a easy plant, go get yourself a snake plant. In Danish, they're called svigermors skarptunge, which is translated mother-in-law's sharp tongue. Yeah, mother-in-law's sharp tongue. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Yes, here we have this plant I wanted to show you. Oh, and you can see this one, which I was telling you, like it looked like some of the small plants I had there, but I don't think it's the same because this one has very, very thick plants, and it was growing long legs, and I cut it. I can't remember how I cut it. I cut some of it, and I put it over here. Right here there is a small gallery. I put it, oh, I can't lift it. Oh, let me see. Oh, can I lift it? Yeah. Here is the sister or the baby daughter or whatever. They were together, and I cut it, I chopped it. I chopped the other one off of this, and this one just decided to grow wild. It's very pretty, and it's looking healthy, you know. But I think it's because of the humidity here in the summertime. And I have another, I think it's a philodendron. Another philodendron which is like playing with different colors. Some are dark green, you know, different. I actually had one which was like, yeah, this one. Look at that. I love those plants that are like each leaf has its own life. Yum. And they are getting good light here because we have a roof, open roof. And here's another plant. I would not, absolutely not suggest this one. It's in a self-watering plant, a pot, but it's not an easy, I don't think it's easy. But they all seem like they're doing fine as soon as you give them self-watering pots, because then the plant just takes the water it needs. You know, I feel like most of the plants that are in my self-watering pots, they're actually growing fine. And I can show you another example here. I said you can put plants in water. Here is like the one I showed you out there in the window. My brain is dead. It's in water. It's in water. But soon I'm going to put it in, I think, in soil. But it's in water and it's doing fine. Oh yeah, now we're gonna have a beer after this plant. And here near Jan is working. There is sorry Jan, I'll not film you. There is there is this rubber plant, and my God, guys, I saw this in Spain. They were like huge trees outside. I was like, imagine us in Europe, you know, in North Europe, in Scandinavia, and here up we are fighting to grow them, and out there they're growing like outside, and here we are struggling, you know. We are almost done. Please don't die, battery, so I can be done. And in here there is a guest room. There is a guest room in here, guys. I have another algominia, and this one was I had a big algominia, and it was so huge, and a tiny plant was coming up. I took it up, put it in soil, and it has grown this big algominia. I hope I'm saying it correctly. And I have another snake plant here. I love snake plants. Did you know snake plants can also flower? Because you can put them anywhere and they don't give you any trouble. Here I have a philodendron. I can't remember the name. I have a feeling it used to be variegated, but now it's all green. Maybe it was just green. I feel like it used to be variegated, because they come also in variegated, you know. But I'm loving it. It's actually growing nicely. So I brought it here and gave it light. It was in the living room up on the top of those IKEA things, and it's getting good lights in here. But when the kids come to visit, I have to remove the plants from here, because Miss Lily will not leave those ones alone. This is not wet. Here is another beautiful plant, algominia, but it has grown like tall. Oh, it needs water. It has grown so tall, so I think I'm going to cut it and then propagate it and then put it in a pot together, so I can get, yeah, because there's already another plant over here. It's growing too tall. I don't know what to do with this one. I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to Google it and see how the other people they have done, because it's growing way too tall. But it's a beautiful algominia. I said I got it like a tiny baby, And now look how big it is. And the plant I just showed you out in the guest room, it also came from here. So if you don't want to spend money and all that, and you want to fill up your house with plants, with Algominia snake plants, you can just divide them and make new plants. There is already 1, 2, 3 plants in here I can take up and make a new plant if that's what I want. Algominia, I think I should, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. These plants actually, if I could sell them, they are big, you know. I think like this one, it could cost like 150 in the shop. But yeah, this is big. Again, Algominia, they're always producing new babies. Here there's 2 plants. If I want to make a new baby, I could do that. But I also want them to become like big and lush, you know. Beautiful variegated Algominia. A very, very popular plant. It's a fan leaf cactus. It's like a fan, you know, like those fan plants I told you, but it's a cactus. Guys, when I brought this plant, it was smelling weird, but it has stopped. Oh my God, it has stopped. Maybe it was the soil. It has stopped, and it looked sick and everything, and now it's kind of growing. I almost threw it out. Jesus, it was the soil that was smelling probably. Yeah, root rot, I think. So this is a fan cactus. Can you imagine if it's growing and giving me like long leaves? I'm loving this, but they're kind of giving me a little bit headache. I can't figure out what they want. Can't definitely not figure out what they want. I think this is a fishbone cactus. I think maybe I've been giving them too much water. Cactus, they don't want a lot of water. I think I'm going to do some studying on these cactuses, how to care for them, because I love them so much and I don't want to unalive them. So I think the problem I've been giving them too much water. Here I have snake plant. It is so big. It was so big. I've been cutting it, and you know, and this was falling, and I have been not knowing what to do with it. But I put it over here, and I might cut them, put them in water and propagate them to make a new plant that is standing straight, because I don't want this. They are falling like this, and I don't like that. That's I don't like. They're getting in the way and they're scratching you. Wow, guys, there's 20% on my battery, but I think I never showed you this hanging plant over here. This one also is my favorite. I like it so much. I know a lot of these plant gurus, they love these plants, but I have to be careful, and I don't like overwater them. Actually, I have to really, really be careful, because I think I've already done that. I just need to find out. This is a Phypsalis, yeah, Phypsalis. Look at that. I like how it's like a braid or something, you know. It's nice, very, very nice. So this is a Phypsalis, but it doesn't tell me what kind it is, and I don't hope I slaughter this. And actually, these pre-loved pots, I got them pre-loved. Can you see? I love, and they were so cheap. See? They were so cheap. I think I paid like, oh, the prices here. They were costing 45 krona at the pre-loved shop, at the Red Cross shop, and they had 50% off. So, for these two. This thing is a mess, but I'm cleaning it. And here is the, I don't know, this is a plant like the one I showed you over there that grows like that. The other plant was growing and was giving this leaf, and I didn't know what to do, so I put it in here. There is no hole in here, and I also got this pre-loved, I think like 10 kronas. So I hope this grows. If this doesn't grow, and maybe I hope the new leaves are more happy than this one. I think because I disturbed the leaves so much. This was growing, and I went by it, and it got a hole. I don't know, but I love the beautiful vintage pot. Is heavy, like it's made out of stone. And if this pot doesn't want to grow in here, I'll put another beautiful pot that will appreciate you, okay? Yeah, I'm so done with this plant thing. I cannot do it anymore. So many plants. a little bit of a cactus. I like this cactus. I found them. I don't like cactuses that have thorns. And this one, they don't seem to like have thorns, but I want to see what are they called. No, there's no name. Yeah, these cactuses, you see, I can touch them. There's no thorns. I have 2 of them. I don't like cactuses with thorns, so I found these ones. And I had them before, I think when we just moved in here. I think I had 2 of them. They grew like huge, and they were so big, like they could not stay up. And one day one of them fell and broke, and I was thinking like, okay, I can't deal with that. But yeah, it's very nice. It looks like a hat. Yes, guys. Oh my God. I'm gonna go have a beer with my husband. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. You might have come here because of the plants, but I hope you stay because of me. This channel is not about plants, but I love plants. I love gardening, and I have also had a garden tour video. If you're a garden mama, a plant mama with just outdoor plants, you can go and watch that. So thank you for watching, guys, and I'm definitely working on the vlogs. They are on the way. The vlog from Spain, the vlog from where we went to see the sand sculptures, and the vlog, especially when I went to see the grandchildren. You can look forward to seeing Miss Lily and Miss Lola. But until then, I wish you an amazing weekend and an amazing week, and I hope to see you in another video. Share, like, and subscribe. Okay? Bye.